Hey, welcome to Songwriting with Arlo, episode number 11. I'm so glad you stopped by. Today we're going to be tracking rhythm guitars on a new song. I'm going to be showing you what amp sims I'm using and also what speaker cabinet IRs I'm using from 2 Notes. Going to be a good time today, so stick around. Alright, having a good day today, tracking guitars. This is lots of fun. Doing it with the bottom kit on here. Sounds pretty cool. Having a good time with that. Thanks for everybody tuning in here today. Check this out. I'm really sorry I missed our Sunday jam last Sunday. Just last week with everything going on with Eddie Van Halen passing away, and then my job was pretty nuts. I just couldn't get it done on Sunday, and I hate doing that. This Sunday I'll be back with the jam. I got some cool stuff we're going to talk about, and we're going to have some fun here today. So make sure you keep hitting those subscribe button. Follow the channel. I won't be doing that again. Thanks for tuning in today and everything. So pretty fun. I've been having a good time getting these guitars together. I laid out a scratch rhythm track here. Been cutting and pasting some pieces in there, and then I do a left guitar and a right guitar, and I just play along with the scratch track until I get these rhythm guitars set. Really trying to keep our signal this time. Last time I did this, I was driving too much signal into our rhythm guitar bus here, so I'm trying to keep levels lower on these guitars going into this bus here, and that's been going good so far. I think I'm gonna have that dialed in better for this song. So let me show you what I've been doing here. So first off, left rhythm guitar. I'm using the Clapton Strat on this one, and I wanted to have like a clean. So I'm using this American Tube clean, like Fender-ish type head with a 50 watt 6L6. I disabled the cab here. They did have a super on this, but I turned that off. You can do that with a little, you can hit this button, turn it on and off. Because I'm going to use 2 Notes cabinets. We're going to show you that in a second. And then I'm also using the stomp box on this. I'm using this Tube Overdrive from that Satriani collection. Love this pedal. I'm gonna get a hardware version of one of these. I've got to have it. I've just been digging what this does. It just molds and makes warm my sounds I'm trying to get. I like this one. So I got the Fender head and then the Tube Overdrive. We've turned off the cab section, and then going into Torpedo here. I'm having fun still. I love this Silver 10. This is that Princeton Reverb. I'm using that with a condenser mic on that. Now I talked real quick about the levels. Each channel guitar going into the bus. Then try not to push too much level into the rhythm guitar bus. So I'm turning these down here. I've got this one turned to minus 7.6 dB. I got another amp here, the Cannabis, which is like it's like a Supro clone, and I've also got that turned to negative 7.6 dB, and then I got the master output on the 2 Notes to negative 8 dB. So that's getting us down into like that negative 18 on on the left guitar track, so we're just not overloading the rhythm guitar bus. Really like this Cannabis. They call it like a Supro clone, good for country, jazz, rock. So I got a dynamic, the 57 on that for the microphone. So Princeton Reverb, Cannabis with that Fender head with a little bit of the tube overdrive from the Butler. Let's just take a listen real quick and you can see what that sounds like. Let's mute the right guitar. And here. All right, so let's turn off the Cannabis. Cannabis, it's funny. Here's just the Silver 10, the Princeton Reverb. Okay, and then we'll do the Cannabis. You can listen to that. And you're like, wow, these are real quiet, Arlo. It's like, yeah, but when you add them all up, you had both these speaker cabs and it gets louder. So here's the Cannabis. All right, now we'll turn both back on and then you can see it'll get a little louder here. So I like how that one's sounding so far. And then on the right rhythm guitar, let's see, the amp we're using on that, I got the Sach VM, which is from the Joe Satriani collection. I like this one. I've got it on the, there's 4 different modes you can do. So there's a clean set with 3 different settings you can do. There's a crunch with 3 different settings and an overdrive with 3 different settings. See the little green? Right, and it goes to orange and then red. So I have it on the orange, the first overdrive, and not using any stomp on that one. And then I got the cab turned off again. Turn that off here, right? And everything's pretty much set at 5 o'clock across the board there. I didn't really mess with the settings too much on that yet. And then if we open up the torpedo, now I say yet, I'll start messing with the settings once I get the song all built, and then I'll go in there and start tweaking the amp head before I start to EQ, before I put EQs and stuff on. I like to just mess with the amps then. That's the cool thing with this Amplitube stuff is once you build everything, it's not like it's all burnt in there. You can kind of tweak how stuff sounds. That's a big advantage of using amp sims in the box like this. So cabs, what cabs did we get here with that Sach VM? Well, I got this really cool Eddie speaker cab. 2 Notes gave this away this week. 48 hours you could get it. I don't know if you can still get it now. It's probably gone, but it's based on the 5150 cab with the Sheffield speakers. I think it was in, I know it was in the PV 5150s that Eddie's had. I'm not sure if it was in later stuff once he was, because he got out of PV then. This is a killer cab. It's 212 with just a ton of crunchy, super low end, but like just there's some creaminess to it too. But really good kind of chunk to the Eddie cab. So I'm using that with a Ribbon 121 just to kind of still kind of keep it kind of dark. So let's take a little listen. Let's see if we can, we'll turn this on so you can hear that. Let's mute to the left. There we go. So this is the Sach head with that Eddie cab. So you see, it just has that real weighty bottom end to it. Sounds real good with the with our old friend here, the PRS, the Swamp Ash Special. The other cab that I linked in with this is I put it with an AC30, which you're like, oh, that's interesting. You use a Marshall head with a AC30. Why not, right? So let's see what this sounds like here. We'll just turn on the Voice 65. It's got the Alnico speakers in it. All you Vox lovers love it with a Marshall head. All right, so a little more top endy, a little more fizzy. So I'm taking that fizzy Vox, and then I'm taking the Eddie power, you know, the lower, like, kind of, and we're putting those together. So let's hear what they sound like all together. So I'm digging that. So I'm trying to put together the left side's a little more Fendery, crunchy, and then the right side's a little more thickness to it. Because what I'm going at with this song, it's definitely, you know, a slower song. You know, bands I like I really, for me, a long time I've listened to Government Mule. Has been a huge band for me. Ever since the Allman Brothers, you know, I played a bunch of Allman Brothers type bands, and they were huge for me. And then when Warren came out with Mule, that just, I was like, oh, thank you, like, because Cream was gone and all that, you know, all that stuff that I love, the Power Trio. And then when they came back with that, Mule, was like, oh, thank you, fantastic. So it's kind of where this song is going to go. I want it to be a little more, it's going to be a heavy song, a slower song. The lyrics I think are going to be pretty good. Some other bands, though, that I've been listening to lately, I really like listening to Mastodon. I think I've talked about them a little bit before, and High on Fire. So I'm big into Matt Pike now. I just love what his rhythms are, and I love that they're doing these epic long songs, and it's just got it's just, you know, that kind of heavy Viking type power to it, you know. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm trying to, I want to write some Mule type stuff, but with some even heavier pieces to it. So that's kind of what's in the back of my mind as I'm putting these together. So we're trying to put just real heavy rhythm stuff. So let's listen to them both together. And maybe I'll go in and out on them so you can hear the difference between the two. But here's a rhythm track so far, but both of them together. All right, you get the idea. So coming along really good. It's gonna be fun when we get to the next part where we're gonna put the bass on, because I use the easy bass for that. So it'll be interesting to see if we can get that kind of the guy from High on Fire, get his bass, that low end kind of stuff. That'd be cool to see. Something just really chugging low. Yeah, so things are coming along pretty good with this song so far. I'll make sure I have the rhythm guitars all done for next week, and then probably next week on songwriting. Then I guess we'll be doing the easy bass on there. Check out if you get a chance the High on Fire guys. Matt Pike had another band called Sleep, which they do. It's just killer stuff. I noticed the bass player in High on Fire, he does those Dunable guitars, which I'm a big fan. Something just ran out my window here. Oh, one of the neighbor's cats. Anyways, yeah, Dunable guitars. Check those out. Dunable. I should probably talk about that on Sunday Jam. Huge fan of Dunable, the Cyclops. They got a couple other guitars. There's an Astro one, it's like a V. But Dunable is really cool. Because eventually I'm going to need to get, I want to get a heavier sounding guitar. I mean, the PRS is pretty killer, but I'd like to get something that's even a little more in that High on Fire world. All right, so I guess that's all for songwriting. I'm going to get back here, keep messing with the rhythm guitars, get them set, and then we'll do some easy bass next week, some real low thunder easy bass. So make sure you come back and check that out. I'll see you at Sunday Jam for sure on Sunday. So make sure you hit the subscribe, hit the little bell so you know it's coming on. Hope you guys get to play some guitar today. Take care now.